travel into here, this is referred to as La Villita, the little village. It spreads all along my left side of the boat as we come around the bend here. You can see the Little Rhine Steakhouse and the Fig Tree Restaurant. Those buildings started out as homes for German settlers in the mid-1800s. And if you go up into the village, you'll see very similar structures all through there. This was a German community in the 1800s, and even earlier in the 1700s, early 1700s, there were some Spanish colonial soldiers that lived up here. It's the highest elevation along the river, and so there was always a neighborhood or a village of some kind located up here, as long as people lived here. At the base of the village, you have the Arneson River Theater, and we're going to float right through the middle of it. There's seating for 800 over here on my left. The stage is on my right. Variety shows all year long. We wait till in the summertime, we wait till the sun goes down. It cools down to a nice balmy 80 degrees, and then we're ready to have a show. Those 5 bells at the backdrop of the stage, they represent the 5 missions here in San Antonio. And the center bell bears the name of the concept architect of the Riverwalk. Of course, you can't read it from here, but Robert Hugman was the man that designed our Riverwalk. He was 27 years old when he presented his plan to the city, and that was in 1929. They accepted his plan, and they were gearing up to do something with it, and then the stock market crashed, and we fell into a depression. So it wouldn't be until 1939 that they started, and they finished it in 1941. It was built with WPA funding for $430,000. We built the infrastructure for flood control and put in the basic Riverwalk that we started out with. That was in 1941 when they handed the key over to the city for the Riverwalk project. Most of what you see here today is original. You have, we're in the San Antonio River. Somebody asked me, this is a real river. The source is about 4 miles up to the north of us, and there are springs that come out of the Edwards Aquifer. The Edwards Aquifer is a big underground lake that furnishes all the drinking water for the whole San Antonio metropolitan area. And if you were to look at us on a map, we're an oasis at the end of a big desert that starts in Mexico and it stops right here. It's a nice little valley. At one time you could grow about anything in this valley. Now it's full of homes, businesses, and things. As we come out from underneath Crescent Street Bridge, over here on my right, you're going to see a small island peninsula. It's actually the root ball of that big bald cypress tree, and that piece of sculpture on the island there, that's called Father Massenet's Table. It commemorates